数百年前生まれた2つの種族、イミチ族と吸血族。己の血を活性化させ驚異的な力を発揮する一族、イミチ族。そしてイミチ族と対立し他人の血を吸収再利用して戦う一族、吸血族。4人は幾度も対立し互いの正義を主張し合っていた。これはその種族と4人の女の物語。
Okay, bring it on! It's time to heat it up.
The final of the King of the Ring tournament will take place at Night of Champions this year, and from that match, Roman Reigns' opponent for SummerSlam 2026 will be decided. Some very interesting theories have emerged regarding the winner of the King of the Ring tournament and Roman Reigns' possible opponent. What I am about to tell you is something that perhaps no one else has discussed yet. Viewers, you may remember that some time ago, we heard from many experts that WWE's plan was to book Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker at SummerSlam 2026. Apart from that, we also heard that WWE might book Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at this year's SummerSlam. The talk about Roman Reigns facing Seth Rollins began when Roman Reigns defeated CM Punk and won the championship. So even now, the two names being discussed as Roman Reigns' SummerSlam opponents are Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. Now take a close look at the King of the Ring tournament matches. At this point, Uma Femi has already qualified for the semifinals. If you look at another group, Braun Breaker is a major star there who has every ability to win. In the third group, Seth Rollins is someone who has a very strong chance of qualifying for the semifinals. Meanwhile, in the fourth group, LA Knight and Jey Uso are two wrestlers, one of whom qualified for the semifinals. The interesting thing is that every person in the semifinals is connected to some kind of storyline. Based on those storylines, the wrestlers will eventually reach the final. In my opinion, I think the King of the Ring tournament final will be Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. The question is, how? Think about it. Uma Femi has already reached the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. If he wins the tournament, he will receive a title match at SummerSlam 2026. However, it will become obvious that Uma Femi's SummerSlam 2026 match will be against Brock Lesnar. That means Uma Femi has to be removed from the tournament equation somehow. The best way to do that would be to book Uma Femi versus Braun Breaker in the semifinals. This match would also remind fans of their Royal Rumble 2026 encounter. Now, let's assume that Uma Femi versus Braun Breaker is officially set. How would Braun Breaker win? Think about the fact that Braun Breaker's wise man is Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman has a connection with Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar is currently feuding with Uma Femi. Now imagine that once this match becomes official, Paul Heyman will want to do everything possible to help Braun Breaker win. For that purpose, Paul Heyman would certainly approach Brock Lesnar. Because of Brock Lesnar's attack, Uma Femi loses the match, and in this way, Brock Lesnar versus Uma Femi 3 would be officially set for SummerSlam 2026. At the same time, Braun Breaker would advance to the King of the Ring tournament final. Now, you all know that Braun Breaker is currently competing with Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins also qualifies for the tournament final from the other side of the bracket, WWE would have a great opportunity to continue the Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins rivalry at Night of Champions. According to this theory, WWE would be able to advance several storylines at the same time. First, the Brock Lesnar versus story. Braun WWE, one of them at Roman Reigns in a brand new chapter. So viewers, based on today's storyline analysis, I have come to the conclusion that if we look at the current storylines, either Seth Rollins or Braun Breaker will win the King of the Ring tournament final. WWE appears interested in having one of them face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2026. Viewers, this is not a spoiler, this is my thinking. Viewers, before ending this video, I would like to apologize for a mistake I made in my previous video regarding the King of the Ring tournament matches. I mistakenly thought the fatal weight match was singles matches. Now share your opinion in the comments as well. Thank you very much.
I dare you to open this app in 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. But make sure you're alone. Don't let anyone see you. This app lets you download and watch any video you like. Waves directly to your phone, so you can watch them anytime. Completely free. Just install the app and open it. Do it when no one is around. And the one is going to watch you.
Roman Reigns just regained his WWE World Championship against Jacob Fatu in a gruesome tribal combat match at Clash in Italy. What happened after the match shocked everyone watching. Solo Sikoa appeared in the crowd alongside MFT, staring directly at Roman Reigns while Roman stared right back at him. The tension was unreal, but why was Solo there? What does this mean for the Bloodline? WWE setting up another family war? And what is the real master plan heading into Night of Champions SummerSlam? Let's talk about it. First of all, Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu absolutely destroyed each other in private combat. This wasn't just a normal championship match. It felt personal from the very beginning. Roman came in as the tribal chief, trying to prove he still rules WWE, while Jacob Fatu wanted to shock the world and take everything Roman built for himself. The match was brutal. Weapons, hard shots, chaos everywhere, and both men looked like they were willing to end each other just to win. But in the end, Roman Reigns pinned Jacob Fatu clean in the middle of the ring to retain the WWE World Championship. That part is important because now, according to the rules and stipulations of tribal combat, Jacob Fatu must acknowledge and serve Roman Reigns. That is where things get complicated. Right after the match ended, WWE showed Solo Sikoa and MFT standing in the crowd watching Roman Reigns. They didn't attack him, they didn't say anything. He stared down alone, told the entire story. Roman was also seen speaking to Jey Uso while looking towards Solo and MFT. It's almost like he was warning them that they are next. This is where WWE may be cooking something massive. Jacob Fatu was visibly conflicted after the match. On one side, Solo Sikoa is the man who brought him into WWE and helped elevate him. MFT has been his family and his crew. Now, because Roman has beaten him in private combat, Jacob technically belongs under Roman Reigns' bloodline. It's to serve Roman now. That can take some internal conflict. Does Jacob stay loyal to Solo Sikoa and MFT, or does he follow the tribal combat rules and stand beside Roman Reigns? That tension alone can carry this storyline for months. And honestly, it feels like WWE is slowly building toward Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa once again. Don't forget, Solo already pinned Roman in the past, which means WWE already planted the seeds for Solo eventually challenging him again. This time, the situation is completely different because Roman is now the WWE World Champion again. Solo Sikoa may want that championship for himself. At the same time, WWE could also be heading toward a full bloodline versus MFT faction war. Roman Reigns with Jey Uso, Jacob Fatu, the bloodline against Solo Sikoa and MFT sounds like a massive storyline for SummerSlam season. Roman himself also seems fully back in his tribal chief era. After Clash in Italy, Roman mocked Cody Rhodes, being called one thinking it took shots at LA Knight and others online, basically making it clear that he runs WWE again. Controls the narrative. Honestly, fans are reacting to Roman differently again. The aura feels back, confidence feels back. It genuinely feels like Bloodline business is moving once again. Whether it leads to Roman versus Solo, Bloodline versus MFT, or even Jacob Fatu playing one side, this story is looking one of the most interesting angles in WWE right now. Are you interested in the Bloodline Civil War and another Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa showdown? What do you think about Clash in Italy? Let us know in the comments section.
Here's what happened when my husband described the sexual acts of my mental health through him. The first thing that I noticed was that he was harder and it was completely unstoppable and then his comments coming back wasn't in his head or just how that connection. And now, oh my gosh, I can't even describe my sex life in the craziest word. The process was 100% online. He just filled out an empty form and a license provider for him. So there was no doctor visits, no pharmacy pickups, just a screen delivery and little results. That was a screenshot of this.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
The last year.
All you gotta do is click the link in this video, answer 5 simple questions about your accident, and see if you have a case that could be more valuable like this, or even like this. If the accident wasn't your fault and it happened in the last 12 months, it's just a lot more. And this doesn't justify the money. You're a passenger in an Uber, walking, riding on a bike, or on a motorcycle. You can still qualify. Most people don't check, and insurance companies are open to don't. So, don't skip this. Click the link and see what your case could be. People all over the country have already received checks for tens of thousands and sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they did it without going to court. That's because there's money already set aside for payment. For example, Stacy didn't think her accident was a big deal, but after checking, she ended up receiving $92,000. And it wasn't her fault. They gave us the money for kindness at work, medical, pain and suffering, damage to your car, and you don't have to pay anything up front. You don't have to fight insurance companies, and you don't have to do employees, right? Take advantage of it. Checking is just click the link and answer 5 quick questions. It takes about 30 seconds. Most people think, whatever the insurance company offers me is all I can get. That's not true. That's what Jessica thought too. The insurance company told her her injuries weren't worth much, even though her medical bills kept going up. Then she found auto relief assistance, and she ended